Anybody that wants to charge you for anything. Anybody that wants to charge you for anything.
Don't speak to security.
I don't believe there's any security here.
No security here.
Security has joined our team because he knows what you lot are doing.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Really, I don't advise you.
You're under arrest. You're under arrest for sexual
Are you on your oath here today? Are you on your oath to uphold the common law here today?
Down, please.
You sworn an oath to uphold the common law?
No, what's going on? Yeah, you. You're breaching the police, lads. You're breaching the police.
Where's your police car? Do you agree with what's going on?
You are not allowed to have arms. And if any of those arms are used, they will be taken off you and used against you.
Which of your cards? You're welcome.
Half of the police constabulary don't even realise that they're committing treason. But now we've proved it, yeah, and I want this to get out to as many people as you can, yeah? We're going to stop this shit.
Fellow man and woman.
Ask around, there's about 5 people that's got it. 2588.
Have a nice hell gun.
Well, your number because you're being done for assault.
No, well,
Yes, you are, mate. Yes, you are.
2588. So the police actually.
We're going to stop every eviction that goes off. I'm going to make sure in my power I come and stand near you.
Right, so what's happening now? There's going to be a visit to a property that's been stolen from the owner. And that's the story so far.
So I'm going to serve you a copy of this so that you can give back to your agent or your principal, yeah? So now you know that it's unlawful what they're doing.
Right, so it looks like everybody's turned up for an interesting party. That's all I can assume it is. It's a nice sunny day.
Let's move some cars up here.
Yep. Yeah. Get Gary's van keys. We need to move this out of the way. We can't block this drive.
Are we going to block the road?
No.
I would.
Where do you want the cars?
I just want the car here and the van pulling up here. We just get Gary's keys.
Alison, will you pull your van in here? Save me walking back to mine.
They've tried to repossess my home. I've proven with facts that they've committed fraud against me. What we've done this morning is we've served the police commissioner, we've served the police constable, chief constable, CEO, we've served the mayor, and we've also served the courts. So this is a notice. They're all on notice right now. They need to cease and desist. We have evidence that they're all from the City of London, the inner City of London, the 1 square mile, and there is numerous accounts and charges against these corporate bodies. They're acting in treason.
Just on one question. Is this supposed to be a civil matter?
Yes.
And do you think the police will enter into some kind of debate about it?
I'm not sure what the police. I'm not sure what the police game is. They wrongfully arrested me. They kidnapped me. All they did was try and get me away from the property. I had my 4-year-old kid in there. Yeah, he was screaming. He was even saying to his mum, "Mum, is my dad dead?" Right? That breaks my fucking heart. that poor little boy there is going through trauma at this time now, yeah, when they're acting in treason, and I can prove, and I have documents to prove that they're acting in treason.
So what about that?
Just noticed they got through the door now. Anything you want to say to people watching?
I'd just like to say that this is perfectly lawful. What they've done is illegal. They've stolen a man's house where he lives with his 4-year-old child. This is absolutely disgusting behaviour. The man has got his money back from the bank because they defrauded him. And now the bank are trying to take the house back because they say it's theirs. Absolute rubbish.
Do you want to say anything?
Yeah, I'm just I'm getting sick of this kind of behaviour from our establishment. Well, it's not even our establishment, is it?
No.
We didn't elect them. Nobody ever did.
And the company
they're coming after us and trying to steal everything we've got. I've got problems with them. I've had problems with them since 2017.
I'm just happy that I'm back in my home. The problem is that we've got here is people think this is about money. It's not about money, because I could have paid. But when I realised that they were committing fraud against me, I challenged them. They did not like the challenge that I was putting against them. So like now, any officer that comes to my property will be arrested for section 24A with malfeasance in a public office. I mean, I don't want to read all this to you. They've been served, and now they need to have a good think about what they're trying to do to the people of England. Yeah, I'm back in my home, and an Englishman's home is his castle. That's right, mate.
How's your adrenaline levels at the moment?
No, I'm calm, mate. I've never... Listen, the only time that I got angry or anything to do with anything, it was when the police came to my house with 10 bailiffs, 20 police. I had nobody there. I had my kid there, and you know, and my girlfriend, and I'm trying to, like, you know, rush around panicking, trying to get people to come and help me. They knew what they were doing. It was a military operation.
It's fair to point out malfeasance in a public office is a serious offence.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. Well, they're breaking all the rules, and now we've gone back to them with their own rules, their own legislations. Yeah. We've found all the fraud, and these people, you know, they need to be thinking about what they're doing to people, trying to wreck people's lives. You know, I'm not doing this for myself. I'm doing this for everyone in the country, everyone all over this world, or this realm that we live in. I just want to be happy, and everybody else wants to be happy. But these people are pinning us down, and, you know, getting us to slave for a money that's got no backing whatsoever. It's security frauds.
Power to the people, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, some police officers obviously take a different opinion than other police officers. I think there are some good police officers out there. They might be suppressed, but...
Of course there is. Half of the police constabulary don't even realise that they're committing treason. Yeah? But now we've proved it, yeah? And I want this to get out to as many people as you can, yeah? We're going to stop this shit. We're gonna stop every eviction that goes off. I'm gonna make sure in my power I come and stand near you, and I've got your back. So now everybody needs to get, you know, together and come up with this, you know, this document. You're going to be putting it up as a PDF, I believe.
I will. You send me that. I'll put it up. Yeah.
Just have a read of it. Let it go into your brain and realise who these people are. They're not acting for you. They're not acting for me. They're all in it for themselves.
If anybody finds themselves in this situation like you are, what's the first advice you'd give to them?
Right, my advice would be challenge them. Yeah, if you're afraid and you can't pay it or whatever, just challenge them and say to them, are you a corporation wanting to mislead me from signing a mortgage agreement, because it's not a contract, it's an agreement, yeah? You've got to look at the wordings. Anybody that owns their own house and they've paid it off, you've got to look at your deeds and see what it says and understand what these people have done to you. Yeah? They don't want anybody to own anything.
Just finally then, for people watching this, is there anywhere they can go on a public forum to talk about this and maybe get help?
I would go on Laura Nina's channel, start looking through. These people are real people that have gone through this stuff. There's loads of case laws out there. Have no fear. We wasn't brought into this realm to bicker and argue over a man's home. Yeah? You know, it's just deception.
What I'll do, I'll put Laura Nina's Facebook link in there and I'll put it in the description below so people can click on that and they can take it from there.
Yeah.
Any final words to people watching?
Remember, do your own due diligence, do your own research, and then if you need help, you reach out to the good people. Anybody that wants to charge you for anything, anybody that wants to charge you for anything.
So the police have arrived now. It's been about 40 minutes I've been recording.
Will you just let me
I'll just see if I can get close to the police and monitor them and just follow them around, see what they get up to.
Oh, it's a line, guys.
no security here?
Hi guys. You alright?
Come speak to security.
I don't believe there's any security here.
No security here?
Security has joined our team and he knows what you lot are doing.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
You're under arrest. You're under arrest for sexual
Are you on your oath here today? Are you on your oath to uphold the common law here today?
Down, please.
You sworn an oath to uphold the common law?
No shouting.
You've got no authority whatsoever. You work for a foreign state.
You've been told that 3 times.
You don't deal in law, you deal in rules.
Your chief constables are captured. They're crooked.
You've been asked to go off property.
You don't take orders from crooked chief constables or superintendents. That's your job.
You need to take care. All the evidence is in there.
I don't need to take that.
There's all the evidence is in there while
Relating towards
it says it. Well, the house is what's going on. Yeah, you.
You're breaching the police, lads. You're breaching the police.
Where's your police car?
just been told.
Just want to advise you that your police officer actually barged in, so you want to take that into consideration before your next action.
Well, just let's back away.
Apparently there's security, but apparently now there isn't.
You're all breaching the peace. What are you doing? You can't come down there and start bullying people.
Behind each door, inside the door.
Yeah, common assault, like I said, just
Does anybody know what happened here?
Yeah, like I said, yeah, just came
Sorry.
Yeah,
What
the
happened?
police just came in, thought he had the jurisdiction, come barging in, pushing into him. It caused him an injury.
Yeah,
No lawful,
exactly
no
like I
at
said.
all. Didn't even warn him at all. Just came in brute force, did a physical and assaulted him. So.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
You've sworn an oath to uphold the common law.
That's right.
This property was taken.
I'm a commissioner of police.
No property.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
There is no sign like court.
I've actually got more powers than what police have got.
You kept it. Yes, you did. You
It didn't exist.
Statutes and acts.
Just want to advise you, one of your police officers barged in, and that's when it all started.
What are you doing with your guns? What are you doing with your guns? That's That's a gun. You're not supposed to be armed under the statutes of Northampton, 1328. Take your arms off. Yeah? You're not supposed to be armed.
Do what you want.
Take your arms off. We never gave you the rights to have arms. We never gave you the right to have arms. Nobody did. You're totally unelected. Okay? Take your arms off.
No, it's not.
Take your arms off. Take your arms off. You are not allowed to have arms.
You man, I know you're not allowed to have arms. Do you agree with what's going
You
on?
are not allowed to have arms. And if any of those arms are used, they will be taken off you and used against you. Okay? End of. And that's what's going to happen. If you use any of those arms against anybody, they will be taken off you and they'll be used against you. Okay? Do not take your arms away.
Down with it, so you're
Move away with your arms. You're not supposed to have arms. Under the statutes of Northampton, 1328, you are not supposed to have arms. Nobody has given you the right to carry arms. Okay? None of the people have given you the right to carry arms.
Well then, just want to advise you, when the police officer went in, that's when all the problems started. So if the police officers hadn't gone in, it's all on camera what they've done. You might want to take that into consideration. The security's left.
Security left, yeah. So there's nobody in the property, the security left.
That's not the information that we had.
Okay.
Wasn't that?
I don't know, I wasn't here. But way before anybody went into the property.
So that's the information that we had. The security wasn't there.
Okay.
So that's what we've actually.
Yeah, the security guard did leave.
The fundamental thing about all this is a civil matter, not a criminal matter.
That's right.
So we're not causing a breach of the peace. That man over there was blatantly, and he's been injured.
Okay, then thank you very much, guys, for not drawing your weapons against us. Okay?
I'd like a quick discussion with you.
Yeah.
We're warranted officers,
Okay.
provided by the government, obviously.
Right.
We are told that we are allowed to carry tasers. What do you think about that?
Under the Bill of Rights, you're not allowed to carry these weapons.
Bill of what
because
rights, sorry?
The
Sorry,
Bill of Rights,
you go on.
1688, 1689. You're not allowed to carry any arms. The only people that are allowed to carry arms are the police, the Queen's Guards or the King's Guards, not yourselves. Yeah.
1688 sounds very outdated.
That's
Is there nothing?
no, it doesn't matter.
It's not been superseded.
Listen. Let's just talk about law. Let's just talk about law, right? A lot of you keep doing this, and what happens is, right? Yeah, we have a law. Yeah, a law never changes. Look, law of gravity. It's never going to change, is it? Hey, so you can't keep coming back and saying, oh well, it's from that date, it's from this date, and it doesn't happen. Legislation may well change, but not laws. Okay?
All the time.
No, not the common law, not the law of the land.
Have you
Yeah.
got cameras on? What is that?
Yes, yeah.
Have you got yours on?
Yeah.
No, okay, well, you've enlightened me.
Well, and that's how it is.
Thank you very much.
You've just said that you're warranted, yeah? You're warranted by the government. I'm actually giving consent. I'm actually giving consent to police myself, yeah? To police, fours of people.
Excuse
yeah?
me.
See you guys.
Can we just take a picture of your card? You're welcome.
15182.
Don't worry about your colleague.
And all they not care about the law, but the people at the top, your chief constables, your superintendents, they're all captured. They will break, and they've been breaking the law consistently for 3 years now. So you don't take unlawful orders. If somebody's giving you an unlawful order, you don't take it. You refuse. This guy's charged people here. He's done something unlawful. He's attacked people.
In your opinion?
You physically,
Not my opinion.
My advice would be tell people what you're going to do before you do it.
It's physically attacked people. Now, the law of the land is you do no harm to your fellow man and woman.
Ask around. There's about 5 people that's got it. 2588. Have a nice gun.
Want your number because you're being done for assault.
No, well.
Yes, you are, mate. Yes, you are.
2588.
So the police actually believe they're above the law.
Did you get his number?
Yeah, we've got it, don't we?
Yeah,
He's the one that told me. You think it's for the police officer?
So that was quite an interesting turnout.
That's why don't you the rest of them. I think it's wrong. Yeah, definitely. Watch yourself on the road, mate.
What's your driving on the road? Mate?
I think it's I think they should have pressed
So these two officers, if they'd have explained to people before they went in, it wouldn't have turned out like this, in my opinion. Now, obviously, you weren't here, you didn't know what happened. There will be plenty of video footage to show what they did. They could have explained first, and then what happened afterwards was obviously a reaction from you.
Police officers.
Yeah, those two police officers who just left in the car. I do believe they could have handled it differently. However, when you when you review the footage, you can make your own minds up then.
What did they do?
They didn't explain what they were going to do. They just went and did it. Shall we just say? No doubt they'll tell you. They'll tell you when you get back to station. It looks like it.
You need to listen to that.
What's that? Sorry. Right, so obviously the police have left now. Have to see what happens later on. Totally unnecessary. Well, I guess they were just doing the job, as they say. Hello there.
Did you get those two policemen bungling into us?
I kind of caught something on camera. I'm not sure exactly what I caught.
Walked up and tried to barge everybody out.
Yeah, a lot of people video camera recording. I actually heard them say, "Is the security here?" And then they started just walking in. I would have thought they'd have explained to people who were stood there what they're doing. But
they didn't. They just ran up, walked up and tried to smash his way through everybody.
yeah, I think that's a very bad judgment call on their behalf.
Whichever way you want to look at it, just because he's got a uniform on doesn't mean he can go around barging his way into people.
They've been given information that appears to be misinformation because it's been half an hour since the security gone, probably more now. So they said they were acting on information received that the security was inside or something along them lines. Yeah. But my opinion is, why does it take half an hour to react to that if that was the case? Well, that's questionable.
It is.
We've got all the numbers.
This is a weird one, this Mark.
Isn't it?
You all right?
Probably best to ask you why you're here today.
Well, I'm just going to make sure everything's okay on the street, really, just to...
You just missed your lot, they've not told you. There's just haven't had them here.
Oh, okay, no worries.
Did you not know?
More than... Who's in charge, or who's responsible? Who's
Nice
to meet you, sir.
The people of the land are in charge,
okay,
and they're in charge of you also.
Excellent, okay. Yeah. All I'm doing, guys, just to come down to see kind of what the intentions are, what the feelings are on the street. I'm not here to try and come down and enforce anything at the moment.
We're all happy, mate.
Okay. Well, again,
he assaulted this man. He assaulted this man.
Right, okay. Well,
we've got journalists here.
He didn't even say who he was or anything.
Right.
He just barged straight into everybody and tried to bowl them over.
Try to manhandle people.
Okay.
Sorry, what's your name, by the way?
It's Inspector Wildman.
To cap it, Inspector. This house was taken unlawfully without a warrant. There's no. You see, if you're going to steal somebody's house, you can't do it without I court warrant, signed warrant.
Okay.
They never had that paperwork.
Okay.
But the police from Derbyshire, around about 10 days ago, they came and helped the bailiffs. They arrested them at the householder. You know that what you're working for is a private for-profit corporation. You were aware of that, aren't you, Inspector?
Well, I'm personally not doing that, but okay.
But they are a private for-profit corporation. And what they're called, that private instead of upholding their oath to uphold the common law of the land, they're pushing maritime admiralty.
Sorry, can I?
Which is not the law of the land. It's not the law of the land.
Your chief constable's been served with that this morning.
Okay,
the top bit is for the police.
Okay, well, I mean, if you sent that to the chief constable, she's got a copy of that. Fantastic. So again, listen, guys, I'm not here to try and make out that I'm going to be, telling you what the situation is around civil law. I'm not going to make out I'm an expert because I'm absolutely not. Okay, I'm not trying to say I am.
Yeah.
All I'm concerned about right now is making sure that obviously this issue you're talking about is something you're passionate about, and there's obviously two sides to every story, and that's absolutely fine.
As well,
all the public are here because they know this is unlawful taking place.
Okay, so what I need to, for me, if you let that, thank you for that. All I want to do is just to say, I'm not going to be coming here guns blazing. That's not my intention. My intention here is just to assess what's going on the street, because ultimately, guys, as I'm sure the homeowner also knows, this is the street of other people that have got to live on here, and we don't want a group of people. I'm not saying your intentions are wrong, but I don't want that to come. Yeah, absolutely. Let me just finish. I need to assess and make sure that feeling is across the board and everyone's happy what's going on here.
Yeah.
So I'm not. That's first of all. That's what I'm come to do.
We understand what you're saying, Inspector, but we wouldn't even be here if 10 days ago they hadn't acted unlawfully and forced unlawfully a man out of his house. And it's been taken unlawfully. We won't be here if that wasn't the case.
I can't comment on that because I'm not the person involved in that. We know. As much as I wish I worked for Derbyshire Police, I don't know every single thing that goes on.
We know the inspector that gave the order.
But it's not me, is it? So
I don't know.
Can I ask you a question, please?
One at a time.
Everybody.
One person at a time, please.
Can I ask why do you allow your officers to break Section 26 of the 2015 Criminal Injustice and Court Act? Why do you allow that? Because they do it.
I haven't let my officers do anything, so
they do it
I can't give an opinion on something I know nothing about in respect to the situation you're talking about.
You know when you help bailiffs, you're not supposed to. You're not supposed to help us, and you're not supposed to be impartial. But you do it every time.
Okay, but obviously, guys, I'm getting the personal backlash of all you concern. I understand that. Okay, listen, I've come down here with the right intention, with the right approach. Exactly. So work with me, guys. Yeah, I'm not here to be bombarded, and I'm also not going to treat you with disrespect.
Will you be having some meetings with your chiefs, and will you be talking to them about what is going on in the communities?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'll personally probably won't be able to have a meeting with the chief, but certainly I'll make sure these issues.
Parliament, this does.
Okay, again.
Excuse me, I just want you to know that this is peaceful. We're not here to breach the peace in any way, shape or form. None of these people will breach the peace.
You're not supposed to get involved.
No, I'm not getting involved in a civil matter. Like
I just want it recorded that we are not going to breach the peace.
From the point you just said there is all I'm here to make sure is there isn't a breach of the peace. That's all I'm here. I'm not coming here. But at the moment, that's my stance. Because at the end of the day, I don't know the legalities of who's done what, where, and when. Because I'd be stupid to stand here and say I know that because I don't. I've just come on duty literally 2:30.
Over the line and everything, and you're just ignoring us because you think we've had this with
COVID. I'm not.
This with COVID.
Okay.
You think you're there to protect the banks because that's all you work for, really.
Right.
You don't work for us.
Well,
you're being impartial.
Well, what I can say personally, mate, is I join the police to help people.
Yeah.
So all the semantics of it, personally, mate, that is what I do. Okay.
Nice to hear, mate.
Well, I can't join you. I have to be partial.
Well, when we become police officers and you guys are stood down, then you can come and join us.
Well,
because
I'm not here to have a. Well, I also
we're actually some of us.
That's not what I'm here to do.
Some of us, inspectors, some of us are actually commissioners of the peace, and we've actually got royal assent for that. Yeah.
Okay.
And that gives us more powers than even yourself.
Okay. Well, again, like I said, I've not come here to say what your powers are, what mine are. All I've done. Yeah. I'm not here to play. You tell me ask me a question, I'll give you a silly answer. The answer to. I'm not doing that. Okay. Because I'll be deadly straight down the line. That kind of guy. Yeah.
Could you make sure then to go back to the guy who assaulted several people?
Yes.
Where's one of your officers? Where's the person who's been assulted?
There was a few. Who was there? Who the attack?
Okay.
The attack this guy.
What I'll do,
I'll
speak
into that as
let
well.
me finish. I will speak to the people individually. If they've got a concern about force used against them by our officers, we will speak to them, get their details, and that will be looked into. That's not a problem. If there's a complaint against Derbyshire Police, I'll make sure personally it gets recorded today.
You're taking your weapons away.
What weapons are? Taser. I didn't want to carry a taser, but I've not come out. But because in all honesty, I didn't need one.
Do you know that you're not supposed to carry them?
I'm carrying one.
You're not. Well, no.
Then that conversation's finished.
Any weapons?
Listen, mate. Listen. Let's not get into that now. We're being silly, aren't we? I'm carrying one.
Yeah, but none of you are supposed to carry any weapons.
Am I carrying one?
You're not.
So there we go then. Fantastic. Thank you.
You know, is it B for Brian? What's your first name? Is it B for Brian?
I'm not in my first name. It's Inspector Wildman, 14039.
What I want to say to you is, you said earlier, you're here because you want to prottake the peace for the
absolutely, yeah.
If that's the case, then make sure your chief constable and superintendents don't give unlawful orders to take a property when there is no
High Court, sign warrant. Okay. So around that legalities, that's decisions other people have made, and ultimately they need to be accountable for that, not for me.
But if
Decisions I make, I'm accountable for.
Yeah,
I haven't got a problem
I'm just
with that.
saying,
But if
send
your
the message
officers
back-
are
send the
doing
message
that,
back.
you have a duty to arrest them.
Well, like I said, without knowing anything about it, the ins and outs of it, this is the first time I've been involved in this case at all. I've come on duty today, I've come straight out because obviously there's mention of a crowd gathering. I'm here merely just
There's
to
going to
assess.
be more. You imagine
Just
what's
to
going to
assess.
happen when the whole country starts to learn what's
Well,
going
listen,
on.
guys,
where
as
the
far as
banks
I'm
are ripping
concerned-
people off.
As far as I'm concerned,
Eh?
I've come out. As far as I've said, I've come out. All you've done is speak to me.
Yep, that's right.
So
we
that's
want
great.
you.
That's
We want
great.
you to work with the people
So that's
of
great
the land,
for
and
as
that's
I'm
why we pay you.
concerned. All
you
I
know?
need to be all I need to make sure is that is, like you said, is peaceful.
Right, so just as an update now, it looks like the inspector's come out to, what should I say, keep the peace?
Before what you can report in, if you've got evidence you can provide to us, fantastic, we can have that in due course. Yeah. So we'll get it recorded, we'll get your details, give you a complaint reference number so you know it's been recorded correctly, and obviously it will be investigated, that's not a problem, okay? Okay. Bear with us. Okay.
If this is supposed to be a civil matter, why do you think the police actually get involved?
They're not working for us, mate. They're working for corporations. They're working for banks. We've just had an interesting chat with the police, and they know what's going on. That's the really disappointing thing. They know what's happening. Some of them, when you talk to them, you can see that they're uncomfortable. They don't really want to be doing what they're doing. Some of them don't care at all. Some of them, I have got footage from today, me saying to one of the guys, "Do you think this is right?" And him saying, "Yeah, I do." You know what I mean? And his eyes glazed over, pumped full of adrenaline. They're not working for us at all. They're just trying to take people's houses and wealth. Not, you know what I mean? They're not here to uphold the law at all anymore.
From my observations, everything's been peaceful with everybody. It was only when the police officer turned up and thought he could just walk through a wall, should I say. I don't know what was going through his mind at the time.
Well, I've had run-ins with him before. I've had run-ins with all of these lot over the last 3 years. Prior to this, I didn't. And yeah, they're like a bull in a china shop. It's like they want us to kick off. And we, like I said, we're all peaceful. We're not going to kick off. But they're trying to antagonise us. They're trying to get us to kick off. And like I say, we're peaceful. Not everyone in this country is peaceful. And when it comes to a point they're doing this to unpeaceful people, they're in trouble. So we need to try and get this sorted out before it gets out of hand. Because the last thing we want is a civil war.
Sunshine, relaxing in the garden. One final message to the people after today.
Well, with a bit of luck, I get my day in court with a jury of 12 of my peers, and I get full disclosure on the crimes that they've committed on me, and then I just want to be left alone now after this. I want to do it lawfully, yeah, where I'm not committing fraud against anybody. They're committing fraud against me, and I just want to prove that. And yeah, I'll have my day in court. You know, I won't back down from this.
Are the police above the law?
No man is above the law. We are all equal in the eyes of the God and the Lord.